Yoga and relationships, relationships and yoga. Conflict. So, I had an interesting experience lately where I had a conflict with my loved one, and I found myself in that moment starting to armor up and getting really hard. And we started to draw lines in the sand. I am right and you are wrong. This is how it is and you are mistaken. And I found myself getting really rigid and really defensive. And I realized that I was doing that because there was some part of me which was afraid that I was wrong. We tend to draw these camps. We tend to draw these lines in the sand. Right, wrong. I must be right, so you must be wrong. I'm hurt, so you must be the villain in this story that I'm creating. Instead, can we find such a deep sense of trust in ourselves and our own goodness? Can we trust that we are simply doing the best we can and that that other person is doing the best that they can? And when we find that sense of deep trust, then we no longer need to armor ourselves up from the outside. Instead, when our strength arises from within and from our own sense of wholeness, then we have the safety, the self-trust to actually listen, to be soft, to be receptive. Because being wrong can no longer take anything away from us. There's many shades of gray and there's many points of view. I can be right and you can be right. It's and, not or. And that's where the real communication happens. So notice over the next week, when you start to get in situations where you feel the need to defend and where we feel the need to armor up, can instead we soften into the gray area to know that there may be more than one way of experiencing this present moment. And when we trust ourselves and when we can validate our own point of view, then we can also be more receptive to hear someone else's, to validate their point of view too. And that's where the real communication can happen. So it's and, not or. That's the thought for now. See you on the mat.